The call came at 2:14 a.m. A man's voice, filtered through static and arrogance. Bring 5 million. Alone. You've got 4 hours. I didn't ask who he was. I just listened to the breathing behind his words. Steady, unshaken. A professional. He thought I was just an uncle, a retired man, soft around the edges. He had no idea what kind of ghosts I used to wake. When he hung up, the silence in the room thickened. The air conditioner hummed like a pulse trying to stay calm. My brother's sobs bled through the phone seconds later. "I don't have that kind of money. Please, you have to." "I'll handle it," I said, because that's what I always said. I stared at the clock. 4 hours. That's all they gave me. But they didn't realize. I only needed 2. Her name was Lily, 8 years old. Brown curls, missing tooth, drew me as a super soldier with a crayon rifle and a smile that looked like forgiveness. She was the only clean thing left in this family. The ransom call wasn't random. They used my name, my history, soldier. Someone gave them that, someone close. I didn't panic. Panic was for people who still hoped. I'd buried hope in Kandahar. I replayed the call. The kidnapper's tone, confident, not afraid of me. That meant he knew me, knew what I could do, or thought he did. My brother's voice cracked on the phone again, desperate, trembling. "They said they'd kill her if I don't pay," I finished for him. There was a long pause. Then something in his tone, too calm, too rehearsed, and it hit me. He wasn't crying for her. He was performing. I didn't confront him, not yet. Old habits die slow. I let silence do the digging. I checked my truck for trackers, found one behind the rear fender. Government issue, not civilian. Someone with access planted it. I traced the call, bounced through 3 prepaid numbers, but one registered purchase led to my brother's company card. He'd made it look like a robbery, but the call was his. The plan was simple. The kidnappers take the girl, he cries, plays the victim, I pay the ransom, they split the money, Lily gets returned safely, none the wiser. Except things like this never end safely. I called in a favor, one of the few I had left. A name, an address, a warehouse outside the city. Thermal imaging showed 4 men inside, one small heat signature tied to a chair. Lily. I packed no guns, just rope, zip ties, and a silence that's been waiting years to breathe. I arrived at 4:47 a.m., 3 men guarding the entrance, the 4th pacing near the girl. They weren't ready. No one ever is. 11 seconds later, it was over. No noise, no mercy, just precision. Lily trembled when I cut the ropes. "Uncle, I was so scared." I held her close, smelled smoke and sweat and innocence barely holding on. "You're safe now." She looked up at me. "They said Daddy was coming too." I froze. Her voice was small. "They said Daddy was the boss." I didn't correct her. I just held her tighter, because now I knew everything I needed to. I drove straight to my brother's house. He was waiting by the window, pretending to pray. When he saw me carrying Lily, relief flickered across his face, until he saw the look in mine. "She okay?" he asked. I nodded once. "She's fine." He stepped closer. "Thank God, She told me what they said. His breath hitched. He tried to play dumb. What do you mean?" "Don't," I said. He stopped talking, the kind of silence that crushes a room. Then his voice, soft, almost pleading. "It was supposed to be easy, just money. No one would have been hurt." I looked him in the eye. "You sold your daughter to fake men for real money." He fell apart in front of me. I didn't hit him, didn't shout. I just handed him a phone. The screen showed the warehouse, the bodies, his name in their phones. "I told them you wanted him to suffer," I said quietly. They thought you meant me. His mouth opened. Nothing came out. At dawn, I left Lily asleep in her room, safe, unaware. My brother was still alive when I walked out. Barely. He'd called me a monster. I didn't disagree. But monsters have codes. He broke his. Outside, the morning felt wrong. Too soft, too clean. I sat in my truck and watched the sunrise over the same world that let a father sell his child for cash. Then I started the engine. 4 hours. That's what they gave me. She was home in 3 hours, 58 minutes. And her father would never call her his again.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.